welcome into Crafting with the Hot Mess Express. New friends, new year, new friends, crafting event. I'm Emily here at Emily's Upcycled Home. So welcome on in and thank you guys all for being here. If you are new to our group, please give us a follow up at the group for more crafting fun. Stay on the train for more live crafts, and don't forget to join us back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our second day of fun. I am one of the admins of Crafting with the Hot Mess Express, as well as Andrea, the cutest little things, Michelle at Michelle's Crafty Craft, and Cindy's Thrips to Primitive Crafty Craft. So I hope you guys all enjoying this event, and I hope you guys continue to support all the crafters and just come on in and have some fun. Hello Dana, hello Deanna, hello Cindy. I'm in, girl, I'm in. I already did my spill. I'm just waiting for everybody to come on in, and I probably do it a little spill again because we have some time. I know I'm a fast crafter, so we'll see how well and how slow I could craft today. I don't have a very big project to do. Try to get myself a little bit more of an easier time. But how is everybody enjoying the event today? I know I've been on since the morning, in and popping in and out with the chatting comments, because you guys, if you comment too much throughout everything, eventually you'll end up in Facebook jail. So I'm limiting those comments, so know that I am watching and I'm trying to comment throughout. But come on in, guys. Come on in. Let me go ahead and talk about what I'm going to do. And once again, you're on the Hot Mess Express. Okay, so I have this board here, and it's just a piece of a fence board. I'm going to go ahead and use this. We're going to come in with a beautiful spring here, this long one here. And then we're going to come in. Look at these roses, you guys. And then, of course, I have my soft, frilly stuff, and we're going to create something going on here. I think my comment stops, you guys, but we'll see what's happening. Let's see. Let me see if I can see comments on here. I'm not seeing them there. Of course, Facebook has to be difficult for me. There they are. Hello Cindy. Hello Expression Artwork by Kim. And don't forget to stay on the train, you guys, because Orchid Lime Designs with Terry is up next after me. Hello Lori, how are you? So we are going to be using some Dixie Belle products. Let me go ahead and tell you. We're going to be layering some vintage duck egg. I am going to be coming on top of that with some Magnolia, which is this pretty creamy white piece as well. Hello Kitty, hello Patricia. And we're just going to give this a little layer, and I do want the layer underneath. Want some of that brown to show and some of that blue to show, along with that white on top. So let's go ahead and get started with that, you guys. And if you guys want any Dixie Belle products, IOD Fusion, please check out that affiliate link at the top of my page. And I go, some of you guys missed my intro. If you don't know who I am, I'm Emily with Emily's Upcycled Home, one of the admins of Crafting with the Hot Mess Express. So I'm just going to come in with this beautiful shade of duck egg blue, and we're going to stipple on some of this color on here. Really getting into the edges so that it highlights that. Hello, Lynn. And I'm just pouncing around, you guys. There's no rhyme or reason of how I'm going to do things. Just slap on that paint and just kind of work it in layers here. You can also come in with some raised stencil work. You can also come in with some other things to make this even more elaborate. But we're just going to go some simple layered work here with our paint. And then come in with that beautiful spring as our little base on it. Hello, hello everybody. Welcome in. So how many of you guys been on the whole train ride today? We just enjoy everybody that's coming in to craft with us today. I hope you guys are meeting some new crafters, new friends here. Got some new inspiration going on as well. Can everybody hear me? Because I didn't really even check my volume on my stuff here. Let me see to make sure. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a dry. And what I also did, you guys, is I went over this wood piece with a sealant just to kind of like make sure whatever tannins or whatever thing that might come through is not going to come through. But, you know, who knows? It still might do that. Tallulah Bell Country Cow, welcome in. Hello, Julie and Cheryl. Oh, yeah, the vintage duck egg Cheryl is beautiful. One of my faves, too. I had the Fusion French eggshell before. That was pretty too, but I think she stopped carrying that. I'm going to try to move a little bit slower here because I feel myself speeding up. Hello, Raymore. You missed the Drunken. Oh, okay. That's fun too, though. And you guys don't forget, if you missed anybody and you want to catch the replays, those replays will be in the Hot Mess Express for you guys to go ahead and rewatch them. Do is I want to come in and seal this in just a little bit. Choo-choo. Seal this in just a little bit. So I'm going to come in with the Rust-Oleum top coat and just layer that a little bit, making sure I don't get myself too much here. I have my garage door open, so hoping that helps me. And just kind of block myself a little bit. Ventilated spaces, you guys. Well ventilated spaces. Don't do what I'm doing. Even though my garage door is open. And go ahead and cover my face real quick. I know I'm missing a lot of comments. So how to hi to all my ladies in the hot mess. I know you guys are in here somewhere. TLC's Creation Expression Artwork. Been here the whole time. Hello, Karen. Hello, Lynn. Sheila, Julianne, Diane, welcome in. Let me see. Cheryl, welcome, girl. Michelle, hey, Em. Vintage Decor by Stacy. Kitty, Deanna. Thank you guys all for being here and supporting the Hot Mess and all our new crafters. I want to make sure this is really dry, and I didn't do a lot of sanding, you guys, because what's going to happen with this piece too, if you sand it too much, I'm going to get rid of all the texture that I have going on here. But this is how we have it so far with the, oh my goodness, I could hear myself echoing over here. Let's turn this down. All that beautiful duck egg. Duck egg, right? Yeah, vintage duck egg by Dixie Belle all over on the edges and spray it. So let's go ahead, comb on in with our second layer. We're going to be using Magnolia. It's a pretty offish white here. No doors open. Oh, chilly over there. You guys, I don't know if you see that sun bouncing off. It's like wants to be spring over here. And I know a lot of you guys got the snow going on, but I'm nice and warm. Oh goodness. Maybe we won't use this one. My muscles are not working. My muscles. Let me see if the heat kind of helps that out. Oh, it did. Just heat it up, you guys. Alrighty. So that's that pretty creamy white color going on. I'm going to go ahead and add that one on top. Let's go ahead and come in with the smaller brush so we have more like control over it, because I do want some of that wood tone, like I said. Thank you, Ruby, for sprinkling some of that wood tone and all that color, the blue under here. So we're just going to kind of layer and going with one direction and then go in the other one. And remember, you can always add more paint, more than you can take off paint. So we're just going to kind of layer that up. Starting light and then go deeper, and then we'll go ahead and continue layering it up. I just like to work that way because it's just easier for me to add as much depth and as much color as I want to add into there, building that texture as I go with my brush strokes. So how is everybody else's weather doing? I know it's chilly and where somebody said don't be opening their window or anything. How's everybody else? Still got snow? Still got snow going on, everybody? Welcome, says Deanna. Thank you for the sprinkles, Lynn. Hello, Cynthia. You love that. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Chilly but sunny. That's good. Chilly and like cold and overcast. That's like, it's a lot different than chilly and not sunny, you know? And then sometimes, you know, if it's too gloomy, just change your mood a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get heavier on those edges, and then I'm just going to come back and keep building. Hello, Emily. How are you doing? Snow in here in Rochester. Hello. Lucy, how are you? See you guys. Just gonna go ahead and keep layering that, and then we can come in with a bigger brush as well. I want more of that white in the center with some of that brown. You can also come in and add some baking soda and add a little bit more texture to your paint. Just gonna keep building here. Now I'm going in this way. Sunshine here. Somebody has sunshine too. Comment strolled by too fast, you guys. Sunshine here today in the 50s in Indiana. I'm being a nosy neighbor. Somebody drove up, so I'm like looking, being nosy. So if you guys like that blue center, you can also leave it like that, but I'm gonna come in with a little bit more of that white. There goes my dog. Just gonna kind of layer that up. And I did think about doing some paint inlays and all that jazz, but I thought I would just keep it simple for this one and just enjoy not being rushed. 76 and cloudy, not being rushed or not worrying about anything. So we're just going to come in and do this. I'm going to go ahead and dry this, and of course we're going to come in with a little bit of sandpaper as well and sand that up. Hello, sweet Tina. Somebody's saying. Stoner Creek Creations, welcome. We'll worry about closing that later. Got some paint on me. Just gonna go ahead and dry all the layers. Only 29 degrees and cold in PA. Okay, and you guys could come back and layer even more. I'm just gonna come in with my sandpaper, and we're gonna go ahead and sand our piece. And I'm not going to worry about one direction. You know how these tell you to worry about one direction. I'm not going to worry about that. 66. Coming a little heavier on those edges. Get your little armor worked out. And I'll go ahead and paint the back of the piece off camera. Not a big deal. But I do want all those colors exposed on our piece. Our little layered piece. There's not a lot of the blue showing through, but you guys can see that blue popping through. I'm going to go ahead and come in with some of our wax here, and this is Bare Antique wax. How was your birthday, Karen? Someone's asking. And I'm going to go ahead and hit those edges, making sure I offload as well. You see how we're going to come in. Go ahead and get your little rags too. Mine's just dropped on the floor, and we're going to go ahead and blend that up into our piece. Go ahead and grab that real quick. Old t-shirts always work great as well. Rags, you guys. Just gonna hit up all those edges here. Going a little dark darker on the ends of our piece and then blending into around our frame. I just think that just adds a little bit more dimension to our piece. I keep dropping my rag. Go ahead and cut a little piece off. Now, if you guys have your dark wax like I have it here, and it's not blending the way that you want it to blend, you can go ahead and come in with a little bit of clear wax and come over your piece with that clear wax. Let me see. I think no, that's not, it doesn't have any. Oh, well, you can come over your piece with clear wax. We're just going to go ahead and blend this up. And you can add as much or as little as you want. So this is what we got going on with our board. Hello, Pamela. So like I said, you guys can come in with more detailing, more whatever you want. But we are going to go ahead and use this spring here. And this is going to be like our little flower holder. And I am just going to come in with a staple gun here. And if I need more support, we'll go ahead and drill holes and do all that stuff to our piece. But right now, let's go ahead and see how this works. You guys, that's not even centered. I think I'm going to start with the top first. Probably be easier. Let's do that. Get a piece that's kind of going to go ahead and lay. And I thought this would look cute, like a little rustic carrot too. But we're going to go ahead and fill this up with flowers and make it a little vase. Okay. So I went ahead and hooked that. So I'm just going to come back on the bottom and glue that. If I could hit that right. So then I have my little vase cone. This is a very salvagey look, you guys. So there is our cone. And you guys, before, I didn't even think about it, but you probably want to come in and add all your little hooks and doohickeys before all that stuff. So I have this pretty cloth here. And I want this to kind of lay out and tuck down into our funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of roll it like a little cone. Let me see. Let's just roll this like a little cone. I think I'm going to tuck this up because when I first tried it, it was a little bit long. Let's do it inside out. How about that? Just gonna kind of do the cone shape here. And then I'm gonna funnel this through the top, the bottom, the base of our piece. And I'm probably going to have to cut my little cloth here, even though I don't want to, because it might be a little thick to funnel back up. Thank you guys for the hearts. Oh, wow. Wow. You can really dance. You guys remember that song? I don't know where that was from. I'm just going to go ahead and keep funneling it through until I get that little edge that I want. ahead and work up here. Let me see if I can just funnel this back up, like without losing too much of the shape of the, without covering up any of the things. Thank you for those stars. So I'm just gonna work that through, back through the funnel. So I don't really want to cut it, you guys. When you get things like this, you don't want to cut them because you want to reuse them. And I'm sorry, you love it. I'm sorry I'm missing all these comments. You guys love it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my little, I need like a pokey tool or something to get in there. Like I need some, what are those things called? Tweezers. All right, let me see. Oh goodness. Let's try the end of our brush here. Maybe that'll help. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to cut it, but I don't want to. I might just tuck it in. Let's just tuck it back in here. Because I want to wind it all the way back up, but that's not working for me. Let's go ahead and tuck that in there. I think that looks okay. You guys let me know how that looks. Does that look okay? Hello, hello. Needle nose pliers. Yes, those would be lovely right about now. So cute. Sprinkled. Loving this. Thank you. You love it. Thank you for the stars. You just got off babysitting duty, Jeanette. Julie, welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So I think that doesn't look that bad, but I can always go back and fix that. Thank you, Deanna. So I'm going to go ahead and we are going to make our bouquet of flowers. How much time do I have left? 12:15 to 12:45, right? And I'm going to, these are going to be way too long. So we're going to go ahead and come in with these pretty peach flowers, which I thought would bring in that pretty blue color that we use. And I can probably even come in with a little bit more blue going on. So we're gonna go ahead and tuck these in, and I got these like longer stems as well that I want to go ahead and blend into there. So it's gonna give you that vintage kind of flair. You guys know, if you've been watching me, you love, and if you love this, you guys go ahead. You love it, and go ahead and give me a follow at Emily's Upcycled Home. And if you want to shop any of my items, you can go ahead and head to Emily's Upcycle Boutique on Facebook as well. And that I just operate like you just punch sold in the comments and I reach out for you, get your information that I need, and then we go ahead and go from there. So we're just going to kind of layer up a little bouquet here. And then we can always tuck wherever we need more. Right, this is probably way too much here. I'm gonna get a little bit of this floral wire and we're going to wrap that piece. You guys do that, you mess up your strands so you don't know where anything starts and ends. Technically, this is supposed to start it here. Oh, there it is. There it is, guys. You got me in for spring. So I'm just going to wrap this around and we're just going to make that bouquet. Can Can somebody remind me what time I get off, one of you ladies in there? It's kind of hard when you're, I think I still have like 15 minutes, right? So 12:15 to 1. 12:15 to 1. I think that's my time. I'll get off at 1. Okay, so I kind of have this going on here. And then we can go ahead and feather and make everything look nice. I look different. And I'm going to go ahead and add that into my little pocket here. Kind of want it to rest lower. Let me see if I could get it perfectly sit into this piece. You know what? I'm going to add some paper to that. So let's go ahead, and what's going to help keep that steady is if you have tissue paper, you can use your tissue paper too. But if you like wrap the base of your piece, it helps suction across everything. Thank you guys. Yep, I colored my hair. I think it was time. I needed a little bit more pick-me-up kind of mood here. Getting back into the groove of things. Alright. Let me see if I can get this in there the way I want. Okay, I'm just going to have to work on it. And just kind of form your flowers and make it look like folky or make it look however you want. Let me go ahead and put some of that in there. You guys, I'm going to have to work on this bouquet because I'm not liking how it looks all the way. But you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to do here. Separate them the way I want. So let's do that. Hello TLC. This is gorgeous. Thank you. I'm going to see if the flowers fit better without it being bound together. I thought this would work better, but it's not landing the way I want. So let me see. I'm just going to play around with some things here. Know that vintage little doily is just taking everything up. Let's go ahead and I'm going to layer down the back first to like kind of fill in some of the wispiness and stuff, and then we'll go ahead and work towards the front. And we'll go ahead and add some of our roses here. There's like a little spot there that's gonna help me here. If you guys don't like it, just take it apart and try again. So this is how I'm building so far. What would probably work best if I had a styrofoam, but I could come in and kind of staple some pieces too. I want this kind of wispy down here. See how it kind of just flowing here? It looks a little bit more natural going. And we'll add one to the back here. And if you guys are interested in these roses, these little faux dried roses, I do get them off of Temu. Go ahead and trim this one. Doesn't that look so much better with it kind of wispy and flowy and kind of loose? Gonna mix some different foliage in there too. Then come in with some of this greenery, adds a little bit more of the filler. What are you guys thinking so far? I think I need another little flower down here. There's this green little piece. We'll just kind of tuck back there. I think that looks pretty good, you guys. See, it's a little bit more wispy, and you can add even more pieces down here that are gonna pop out. You guys know I'm gonna still play with it, right? You guys do that thing where you're never quite satisfied. It's not landing quite where you thought, but it's almost there. But look how cute that looks, you guys. All right, so last thing I do have is I have some long lace pieces, and I think I just want to add a cute little bow, like layering up these pieces. So let's put that aside for a minute, and I just kind of want this little edge here, so we're gonna go ahead and cut that. Beautiful. Thank you, Lee. I changed my project so many times. I talked to I'm pretty sure everybody got a different project from me and of the ladies, and I'm just all like, let's just go with something simple, something cutesy. And you guys stay on the train, because Orchid Land Designs with Terry is up next. I have this lacy doohickey. I have some regular muslin. I got some of this darker fabric here, and I think I'm just going to make like a loose kind of bow to kind of tuck, just like a little shoelace bow with our layers. Okay. Go ahead and layer that out the way I want, and I can go ahead and trim these up. We don't need them too long, but I do want some of that wispiness here, just like on the side, not to cover too much of that lace either. So I'm going to go ahead and come in and trim all this. And you guys save that for later. Choo choo! Let's go, Terry! Okay, so I have that here, and I want to come in with some of these little beads. These are pearls. I'm going to lay that on there too. And then I'm going to come in with little vintage key. Well, it's not vintage, it's a vintage style key. You guys can also come in with a tag if you want, but I'm going to go ahead, use my floral wire, and we're just going to loop all this stuff in together, and then I'll go ahead and loop it onto our basket. So that's how it looks here. Kind of a little bit of a flowy bow. And I'm just going to pin it. I want the key exposed. I want the pearls kind of exposed in the front. And then we're just going to lace that It's kind of a little bit too long. Kind of redonkulous. And I'm just going to go ahead and lace that through over here wherever I want my bow to land. And then we'll go ahead and arrange that. So this floral wire, you guys, comes in handy for so many different things. That lace, girl. It's all about that lace. Alrighty, so there's my little side, little bow thing that you can actually maneuver and tuck, move, however you want. Let me know what you guys think. And I do want to come in, let me make these little loops, so this loop a little bit smaller. I do want to come in with a little vintage, you guys know what I mean. A button, a vintage button. Thank you, Expressions Artwork. A vintage button, and I have them. Oh, here's one. You know what? Let's come in with this one because look how pretty. It brings in that rust though, and of course, it's not an Emily project. What do I say if something's not plugged in, turn on, or whatever? Let's go ahead and hit this, but I think this one would look perfect on here with, and it'll bring out that little glam, that bring in that rustic piece down here, and then we'll just glue that up there. Now you can decide if you just want to add a hook to the back, if you want to add like a cute little ribbon or a rope. Absolutely. Awesome, M's. Great craft. Thank you. You love it. Stunning. I like it. Very pretty. Yeah, we're going to make this to hang on the wall. Awesome, M's. Great craft. Thank you, guys. The only thing I'm going to add is this button. I don't think we're going to add a tag or anything else. And you guys stay on the train, enjoy this day, but come back tomorrow for day 2 of crafting with the Hot Mess Express. New year, new friends projects coming your way tomorrow as well. But stay on the train. We have a lot more crafters coming up. Orchid Lime Designs with Terry is up next. We still have Expressions Artwork by Kim. Tallulah Bell, the Country Cow, Country Girl Boutique with Jeanette, and Giselle with Your Craft Studio. And bringing up the caboose for today's crafting extravaganza will be Patricia at Patricia's Craft Studio. So stay on the train and enjoy the ride. Send up those hearts so far if you guys are enjoying the ride and enjoying this project. And enjoying that. My glue gun is not hot enough for me to put the button on, so we're just gonna force this glue out. I can show you it all. You love everything. All right, you guys. So here is our finished Cutie Patootie project, and all of it just screams Emily's Upcycled Home. For you guys that follow me, don't you guys think so? Our beautiful peachy roses, our doily, of course, that we have to have, our little key to that vintage flair, and our little bling, and of course our little rusty crusty salvage pieces that I love to use. Well, here it is, you guys. Timu roses. Greenery is from, I think, from Amazon. This was kind of that fern greenery from Evergreen Greenery from like Christmas time. I just have some of this other greenery. You could probably get that one at Amazon as well. The keys are also from Amazon if you guys are interested. All their little ribbon. I collect lace, I collect doilies, I collect different fabrics. So some of this muslin you can get on Amazon too. Other than that, you guys, and of course the board you could pick up Salvage or you can get it from Home Depot. But this is my craft for today, and I think I'm done, right? So you guys go ahead, head on over to our next crafter, and enjoy the rest of the ride. But come back and see me if you enjoy this project. Don't forget to pick up any of your Dixie Belle IOD infusion products with my affiliate link pinned to the top of the page. And if you have not yet joined the group, come on over and enjoy the rest of the ride. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys all on the next one. You guys enjoy your day. Bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye.